Welcome back, YouTube. J-Bob, the video game slob, coming back at you. Another mail day. I promise we'll be done with mail day soon, but stuff from Canada keeps coming in. I just looked. This was the second to last order. I had a order out from a week ago, just before New Year's, when the sale cut off. And so that's still coming. But for the most part, things are wrapping up. And I think I did see I have one more Red Art order coming in from France. But generally speaking, things are wrapping up. But since I had to do a little traveling on New Year's Eve, I was looking through things that I had and didn't have, and so for $16, I decided to pick up the Resident Evil 8 Village there, sealed from Capcom. There are so many freaking Resident Evil games on the Xbox One or Series X or whatever you want to call that whole line. And so I've never played this one, obviously, and I never picked it up. And so I thought I would, but yeah, between all the mainline series, the like remasters that they did, the like Origins and all that kind of stuff, multi packs or whatever have you, there's a ton of them. So this is at least one step closer. We'll see. I don't know if I have the full set or not, but for $16, I was like, well, we better pick that up, and we'll just do this one here real quick since. Like I said, I was looking back at the better games that I didn't have, and of course, it's like always was tough to pick these up when double collecting things for Xbox and PlayStation 2. And so, now that things are going, a little better, or I have more, free income than I used to, and it's like, okay, let's, make sure we have at least all the good Xbox games, and we'll spend this year trying to find some of the more bulk, common ones for cheap when we're out. So for $81, picked up Fatal Frame, which I didn't do the math, but I think is considerably cheaper than the PS2 copy. And I'm an Xbox guy, so I tend to think these are much better. As you can see, plays in 480p with the Dolby Digital, so pretty cool there. Every time I'd place an order, it's like, well, better get another $7.50 Soul Hackers with the bonus cards, so we did that. Some of these were cheaper. These were like $11 games, picking up. Just like these skateboard sims seemed like the type of game just may not be easy to find. Again, it's already 2+ years old. So, time to get it is just now. This is one that they did the restock on. I sold this on Switch a number of years ago. I picked it up at a garage sale for like $5. And I was like, isn't this the crazy expensive one? And it was like $250, $275. Sold it off immediately. I was like, I was not keeping that. And glad I didn't, because VGP did the reprints on these. And so this was the last of the Attack on Titans I needed for the Xbox One set. I don't know if there's a way to tell or not. But this Koei Tecmo stuff, always watch out, especially if you're a PS4, PS5 collector. They'll reprint it. It still cost me a lot. I think this was still like $55, but rather glad to have it, just to have that out of the way. Again, trying to collect some of the more expensive stuff. There are a number of King of Fighters I'm missing for the original Xbox, so that, not that I knew I was going to collect it when I ordered this, but, always good to have the King of Fighters stuff. Anything SNK, in your collection. This is a series I just phenomenally love. The Monster Jam series in general, but the Steel Titans games were fantastic, and so I decided for $15 I needed a sealed copy of that, so I would always have that in the collection. And again, just kind of picking up the heavy hitters. These were like $45 for the limited run Gargoyles. And just when I was comparing the prices for what you'd have to pay to get one off eBay, knowing that they were limited print and limited run is not, offering any of those anymore, I figured we had to do that. Again, another $15 game, Park Beyond, kind of a simulator type of game, that sort of thing. I've not had a chance to catch up to this one yet, but Bandai Namco, probably never going to have high value or anything, but let's pick that up. Again, another one that I think I own at least on the PS4, maybe PS4 and PS5. But Monster Crown I believe in, for $15. I really love collecting all the Sedesco games. They have some really cute, quirky games. Obviously you can see the influences to Pokemon on this, so I tend to think Pokemon clones and games like this, like the Dinosaur Hunters on the DS, or the Spectrobes, whatever. Those things always eventually sort of catch heat, or people like them, and they just get harder to find. So there we go. Same logic. Finally, just bit the bullet since I had gotten so many of the other limited run games. Being that this one was number 3, I'm guessing not a lot of people picked it up. Again, if you had to go on eBay, the price disparity was something like $10 or $15, plus tax. So I just bit the bullet and picked it up. They're in the middle of releasing all the Yakuza games. I am not going to collect all the Yakuza games on the Xbox, so, forget that. But we'll pick up the ones that we wanted. And same, again, just a Sedesco game. Looked kind of cute. $15. Just we'll keep it sealed and, never going to play that one. So sometimes it's okay. Admit I'm just collecting it. I'm not going to do it. And the whole reason I did this order at all was because I needed Metroid Dread. I had looked back through. I had the one Metroid Nintendo game, but I didn't have this one. And so, again, this was $1 or $2 cheaper to get it through them than it was on eBay. So I was like, well, we'll do that and see what other stuff I don't have out there. And so that's how another couple $100 later, we end down this rabbit hole. But yeah, still on a mission to kind of pick up all these first-party Switch games, and we'll continue in that into 2025. So good things to have. They don't appear to be doing selects versions with the Super Switch supposedly due out this year. A lot of this stuff may be fading into the background and just getting harder to get. So figured better to pick it up now. So there you go. That's what J-Bob the Video Game Slob had coming in the mail today. What are you picking up? Let us know in the comments. We'll talk to you soon.